They are.
And she won the 2013 Partnership Award from NHSLMA, so yay, Jessie.
No, it's
Thank you. I'm scared to death to do this, so being restricted to 20 seconds is very intimidating for me. So bear with me while I do this for the first time. And we have a little audio snag, so one of my slides isn't going to do what it was intended to do, so I'm going to wing it.
You ready?
I'm as ready
Here we
as I'll be. Yeah. Okay, so people asked me, why are you the dizzy librarian? And down here it says dizzy librarian. And I like to feel because things change at a dizzying pace, and I like to try to keep up with that change. It's not necessarily because I'm very silly and tending to forget things all the time. When I first decided, like, oh, I want to be a librarian, I thought I'm going to get to encourage kids to read books, and I never realized how much collaborating I was going to be doing with adults, and that was going to be a huge part. So when I was asked to do PD, I thought, I'll put together a PowerPoint slide, I'll fill it with content, and teachers are going to be like, this is great, and they're going to take the information back to their classrooms, and they're going to implement it and love it, and everyone's going to be on board, and that didn't really happen. So I had to switch gears. All right, I'm going to create like hands-on digital playground, get people like touching and using the things that I'm talking about. And then they'll bring it back to their classrooms, and they'll implement it, and they'll use it, and everyone will be on board, and everyone's gonna love it. And it kind of started to happen, not so much. So then I was like, well, I need to go to them. I'm gonna go to grade level meetings, and I'm gonna ask, what are you doing in your class? What are you working on? What projects are you working on? How can I help? How can I be involved? I felt like I needed to go to them on their turf. It was okay, getting better. Then I was like, I'm gonna start with just one question in a mailbox on one piece of paper. What are you working on? What unit's coming up? What books are you reading? Put it in their mailbox. They can jot me back and stick it back in my mailbox. That got to some people too. Then I started finding these one-page resource guides online, and I thought, well, they're so busy during the day, I'm going to put this in their mailbox in paper form, and they can take it home at night and look at it when they have time, and they'll use it, and they'll bring it back to their classroom. Okay, I got to a few more people. Then I decided to do my techie tips online through email, thinking, okay, well, people can start using it on their own time. It'll be quick. It'll be just like 4 things, like what is it? What does it do? How can you use it in your classroom? I definitely got to more people using that. Then I started to combine things, and I started doing PD by grade level and giving them a menu. And that grade level could pre-choose what they wanted to do for their professional development. That really started to hit home with people because they could cater their own learning, and I could be their instructor. Oh, it was working!
Make some noise if you're down with me. 1, 2, 3.
Tell me can't dance.
Keep making noise. Keep making noise. Yeah.
You gotta blow it up. You've got to blow it up. Woo! Change is happening so fast. You've gotta keep up with it. Because if you don't do it, you're not gonna know what's going on because the kids are doing it. They are using all those resources. So I've learned to blow it up. I've learned that there is no one. Teachers are just like teaching students. Everyone learns differently. Everyone needs something different. Everyone's going to grasp onto something different, and I had to reach everyone how they were comfortable with it. I learned that I have to make it relevant. I have to make it standards-based. They're not just going to assume that on their own. I have to say, look at this website, look at this resource, because this is how it connects to the Common Core. this is how I'm connecting it into the library. I make it very intentional. I've learned that you've got to get out of the library. This is the mayor of Manchester. This is me, I'm Pinkalicious. This is my principal, he's the Lorax. You've got to like, just blow it up and be crazy and get people energized and excited about what you're doing in the library. I've learned that you have to see what the movers and shakers are doing. There's a page just about movers and shakers, so you can actually really easily find what some of the front runners are doing in libraries around the country and around the world. And what are they doing? Get ideas from these people. I've learned that we need to share ideas more. We need to be involved in the listserv. We need to be involved in the Library Association. We need to share ideas constantly, because we're islands in our schools a lot. So sharing ideas is critical. I've learned that I need to be a ninja librarian. I am not advocating for stuff. I don't want stuff. I'm advocating for students, and the stuff will follow. I really, really worked hard on making that a goal with my principal. Committees, professional organizations, committees, oh my, like there's so many things going on. There's so many things to get involved in, but pick some and like pour your heart into it, because it pays off. And I found that with the Library Association. This is who I aspire to be. I'm still working to get there, but that girl was also a super sleuth with technology, if you don't know the comics. So she actually was a pretty amazing gal. And I've definitely learned that it's only a failure if you don't learn something from it. And so if you think it's a crazy idea, try it anyways. I didn't know how dressing up like purple or Pinkalicious was going to turn out, and I didn't know, but the buy-in was amazing, and my whole school was totally re-energized. So I was so glad that I tried it.
Yay!